1985 when I came over to the cemetery on a Veterans Day. I found about a team that was formed to give honors to veterans. I joined that Marine Corps League team, but I found they weren't participating very well. So at that time I dropped out and had the idea about forming another team. And I went to a meeting of the Riverside Veterans Affairs, and they said, if you can form a team on your own, fine. So at that time I put an ad in a paper, an article, which read, looking for a few good men, and everybody recognized the slogan Marine Corps. And we had an initial response. The reason for doing this was to get an initial reaction, an initial group started. And we started out with 12 persons, and of that 12, we still have 7 of them with this team. And there was too many veterans getting services that were not really what they wanted to get because they had to pay for some of these services. And I want to add a little bit in here that I wasn't going to mention the fact that my brother, when he died, my brother's wife had to go out and pay to get some services done. This was back in Illinois. And it made me sick to think about that, and the veterans were supposed to be getting services on their own. So we finally got our team started here, and it's been going good. On this particular day, we have 22 members here participating in Veterans Day here today, giving honors to people that should have had by regular active duty people, but the services being what they are today, there's just no way that the services can take all the available troops and put them in action and also give honors. So we're hoping that this will come around and be a omen to get more people involved in these teams and get a teams formed everywhere in the country. I don't know that there's anyone that can do the honors better than former members of the armed forces. And I think this group here, I think, is part of my family. I've never felt better being around a bunch of men as I have with this group. They're honest, they do this on their own, they like it. We're a bunch of brothers, and I can't say enough about it. I get kind of choked up sometimes when I think about it. But we go out and do the best we can, and we've done it regularly, and I hope we'll continue to do it. A lot of us have made a pact here that if we pass away, the team's going to do our service. So I don't know what else I can add except I'm looking forward to doing more. But I want one more comment to make. Our last detail in January, we had, I think, 11 services. It was a very busy day. There was 2 other Marine units out here giving services and another Air Force. And the last one we did, we weren't scheduled to do, but it was a Marine family. They only sent 2 Marines to do that service. And the family that was 4 dates way back. The man was originally in embassy duty in Ethiopia before World War II. And they were promised they would get a full team. I think they called a halt to it because he had the reps from the cemetery to ask why they didn't have a full service. And we happened to be on the radio at that time, and Dave Tedrow said to Bill he would see if our team would volunteer to do that, would take it over, which we did. So that was our 11th service of the day, and that was the one that sent the message out to the rest of our people that we can always do another service. As bad as some of our people feel, sometime at the end of the day, they stick around and do the entire service. That's about the end of my story.
They found the rest.